you cannot mandate vaccines because these vaccines are approved under something called an emergency use authorization, EUA. And by law, you can't mandate a vaccine approved under an emergency use authorization. So you can't say, for example, college students must have a vaccine. You cannot mandate a vaccine under an EUA. You can mandate measles, which had a full approval, etc., but you can't mandate these vaccines, which are still all under emergency use authorization. Well, a theater can say, this is who I allow into my theater. I can't legally mandate that people take the vaccine. I'm going to work. Thank you very much.
All right, Shalom, all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushua, Bahashem Kakadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Citation to all the brothers and a few sisters out there. On to the Israelite foreigners from the seed of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Shalom in the Hebrew, which means peace. It's a quick show through the spirit of Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushua. I don't want your brothers to be edified. I'll put the video of Andrew Cuomo here in New York City, the governor of New York, stating the facts, all right? What I mean by facts, I mean the truth. And this whole scare tactic that they're trying to establish, this is a psychological warfare that people can't grasp it. And he had to admit the fact that they can't go and make anything mandatory because it is an emergency use. So why would they tell city workers, federal workers to do it if it's not if it's not approved? To show you that this devil, he is a devil that the Bible speaks of. Esau, Edom, the so-called white man. Because here it is, he knows for a fact he can't do these things. He know that 100% what the things that he's saying, he can't even do it according to their law. All right? According to their law, they can't do what they say they want to do, and forcing people to do something that's an experiment. They know that, but still intending to bribe, still intending to do what they gotta do, say whatever they gotta say, to do whatever they gotta do in order to get these people to take this experimental thing. That means incentives, all right, which we all know what's going on. But hey, this devil is being who he is, and he's showing his true colors. And he doesn't, because his main concern is not about your safety, it's about getting the quota. And that's why they're going to come down hard. They're going to come down hard because they're going to realize that people are not falling for that bull. All right. Couple of scriptures real quick. I believe it's Proverbs 20 and 24. No, that's not what I was looking for. Proverbs 24 and 21. Salakia. My son, fear thou the Lord and the king. And we must fear Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. Not Esau, not the so-called white man, not this political game that he's playing, this cat and mouse game. He's trying to scare people to do something that they're not supposed to. All right, we supposed to fear the Lord, and fearing the Lord is, if you fear the Lord, you're not gonna take whatever this man says. Whatever he says to do, you're not gonna do it because you know for a fact it's not right. It's wicked. Okay, Esau, he's a liar. The Most High said you're not supposed to get no cuttings in your flesh. That should be the end of the discussion. Never trust thy enemy. That should be the end of the discussion. All right, but here in this society, they want you to believe the BS that they're saying. And it says, and here's the point, and meddle not with them that are given to change. Should you wear the mask? Should you not wear the mask? Is it mandatory? Is it not mandatory? Can they mandate it? Can all these other things? These are changes. All right, this is a clear indication of an unstable man. And these people are fully unstable. They can't function correctly without doing some type of deception. All right, that's why they're the devil. That's why we call the so-called white man the devil to the T, because he is that. He is that. All right. Psalms 52 and 1, I believe. No, 2. Thy tongue deceiveth mischief, like a sharp razor working deceitfully. And that thing has been working deceitfully. Dr. Fauci, I should call him as Dr. Dev, is trying his damnedest to get people to take this thing. And there's another video. I don't know if I can put that up, but nah, I'm not going to put it up. I'm just going to tell you, brothers, there was a nigga woman saying that they haven't affected enough people. All right, and they trying to put this thing in these people in order to track them. So the jig is up. You know, this whole entire system is a lie. Everything that they coming out these people's mouths are lies, deceitful. All right, but this is who Esau is. He's a liar. So if he tells you something that he can't even tell you what's in it, but all he could tell you safe and effective, he's a bold-faced liar. And the Lord's gonna this is why the Lord's gonna destroy a lot of these people for following this liar. All right, it says, "Thou lovest evil more than good, and lying rather than speaking righteousness." It's a lie. "Thou lovest all devouring words, and thy deceitful tongue, the Most High shall likewise destroy thee forever." And when you look up the word devil, it means diablo, which means deceiver, also slanderer. And that's what this man is doing. He's slandering, saying that blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans are the ones that spreading it. Now they're saying that those that don't have the thing are the ones are the plagues. And in actuality, the people that they gave it to are the ones, they are the plague. So, hey, everything's coming into motion. Everything's coming into play. And we got to praise Yahweh Bashim Yahushua for allowing us to understand the times that we in. And not only understand the times that we in, understanding what this devil is trying to do. All right? This man is moving lightning quick. He has to rethink his thing. But never fear, he's still thinking of the ways of the plots in order to get to the people. And he will get everybody, except for the elect. All right? But the Lord is going to destroy him forever. It says, "And root out thy dwelling place, and pluck thee out of thy dwelling place, and root thee out of the land of the living." And that's what Yahweh Bashim Yahushua is about to do. He's about to root this man out from the land of the living. What is the land of the living? Where we at? All right? The Lord is about to take this man out of power. Period, man. It's gonna be quick, like I said. I think it's Psalms 16. No. I'm thinking. Sorry. Psalms 55 and he put forth his hands, such shall be at peace with him. He have broken his covenant. The words of his mouth is smoother than butter, safe and effective. All right. The safety of everybody, your loved ones, your mama, your father, your children, your neighbors. You know, they even got the nerve to quote scriptures to make people feel guilty for not getting the stuff. These are smooth words. These are the things of playing with people's emotions and not even telling you what they truly are about to. But it says, but war was in his heart. And these people don't know they're at war. They're at war with the elites are at war with you. And they're using all their tricks, their power, in order to destroy you. All right? It said his words were softer than oil, yet were they drawn swords. Yeah, his words were softer than oil. And they was drawing swords. And that's why they want to bring in the military. This thing is about to pop. One way or another, is about to pop. And I'm going to end it off with this. It says, "Cast thy burden upon the Lord, and he shall sustain thee. He shall never suffer the righteous to be moved." So if our foundation is in Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, this devil can't do nothing to us. All right? He might try to destroy our surroundings, but these are borrowed times. Your house, your clothes, everything. The Lord could sustain. He's going to sustain all of us. Let's look up the word sustain. Kawal, to seize, contain, measure, to measure, calculate, to sustain, maintain, contain. So the Lord's going to maintain us in these latter times. All right? Because we put our burdens on him. So if we have to lose jobs or housing, family members, these things are going to be replenished with us. And we're going to be more in a safer environment than we were before. All right? It says to contain, to hold in, restrain, to support, endure, to supply. And the scripture says that my servant shall eat. So the Lord's going to supply food for his servants. That is the best bet. That's the best deal. Hold in, endure, to contain, to sustain, endure. A primitive root, probably to keep in, hence to measure, figuratively to maintain. In various sense, to be able, to can, abide, bear, comprehend, contain, feed. And I made mention of it. So the Lord, oh man, for bearing, guide. Ain't not the Lord's gonna guide our steps. All right. In these times, wisdom and knowledge should be the stability of our times. The Lord's gonna guide our steps. It says holding in, nourishing or nourish, be, present, make, province, receive, sustain, provide, sustain us of victuals. So Yahweh Shem Yahushua is going to do all these things for his men. He shall never suffer the righteous to be moved, but thou, O Yahweh Shem Yahushua, shall bring them down into the pit of destruction. The bloody and deceitful men shall not live out half their lives, but I will trust in thee. So with that being said, shalom to the elect of the nation of Israel. Things are getting better and better by the day. The Lord's cooking up something marvelous, which ultimately is going to be the destruction of Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, this whole entire system, and we will be delivered from it simultaneously. So with that being said, shalom to the elect of the nation of Israel. Shalom.